Have you ever wondered why some people seem to rise to greatness while others stay stuck in the same place their whole lives? The answer lies in a timeless, powerful truth. What you think about, you become. The great Napoleon Hill said it, and modern history has proven it time and again through visionaries like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. But if this truth is so simple, why do so many people fail to achieve their dreams? Today, I'm going to share a story that will give you the answer. It's the story of a man who transformed his life from being a beggar to a successful businessman. Not because someone gave him money, but because someone gave him a new way to think. Imagine a crowded, bustling railway station. Amid the chaos of arriving and departing trains, there lived a beggar. Every single day, he would sit on the cold, hard platform, surviving by asking passengers for a few spare coins. His life was a void of emptiness. He believed he had nothing to give, nothing to hope for, and certainly nothing to dream of. But one fateful meeting was about to change everything. One morning, as he went about his routine of begging, he noticed a sharply dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. His expensive suit, his confident stride, everything about him just screamed success. The beggar's eyes lit up with a flicker of hope. Surely, he thought, a man like that will give me a good amount. With renewed optimism, he stretched out his hand and asked for help. But the businessman didn't reach for his wallet. Instead, he looked the beggar straight in the eye and asked a question that would echo in his mind for days. Do you always just take from others? Have you ever actually given anything to anyone? The beggar froze. He had begged for years, but no one had ever spoken to him like this. He felt a knot of nervousness in his stomach as he stammered, "Sir, I am just a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give anyone." The businessman offered a faint, knowing smile. "If you believe you have nothing to give," he said calmly, "then you also have no right to ask for anything. I am a businessman and I believe in the principle of exchange. If you can give me something, I will gladly give you something in return. But if you have nothing to offer, then I can't give you anything either." With those parting words, he boarded his train and was gone. The beggar stood there, frozen on the platform, replaying those words over and over in his mind. He wasn't insulted. He wasn't angry. The businessman hadn't been cruel. He had spoken a profound truth. If I can't give anything, why should anyone give me anything? That night, lying awake on the cold station floor, the beggar asked himself a brand new question for the very first time in his life. What do I have to give? For 2 full days, he didn't beg. He was too lost in this new, powerful thought. On the 3rd day, as he sat quietly at the station, his eyes fell upon a small patch of wildflowers blooming bravely near the tracks. Their bright, vibrant colors sparked an idea. What if, he thought, instead of just asking for money, I offer something in return? What if I give people a flower every time they give me a coin? The very next day, he carefully plucked a few of the prettiest flowers and returned to his usual spot. When the first person dropped a coin into his hand, he smiled warmly and offered them a flower in return. To his absolute surprise, the passenger's face lit up. People accepted the flowers with genuine happiness, and some even thanked him. Slowly but surely, something incredible began to happen. More and more people started giving him money. He began to notice a clear pattern. When he had flowers to offer, people gave generously. When he ran out of flowers for the day, their giving slowed to a trickle. He had stumbled upon a fundamental truth of human nature. People love to receive in exchange for giving. Weeks later, while handing out his flowers, the beggar saw a familiar face. It was the businessman, once again waiting for his train. This time there was no hesitation. The beggar ran up to him, a proud smile on his face. "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you these flowers in return." The businessman's eyes softened with recognition. He handed the beggar some cash, accepted the flowers, and said, "You've understood the value of exchange. Today you are no longer a beggar. You are a businessman." Those words struck him like a bolt of lightning. As the train carried the businessman away, the beggar whispered to himself, "I am not just a beggar. I am a trader. People aren't giving me money out of pity. They are buying the flowers I give them. I have a business." That day he made a bold, life-altering decision. He would never beg again. Fast forward 6 months. At that very same railway station, 2 men met once again. This time, both were well-dressed and carried themselves with confidence. They shook hands like old acquaintances. The businessman squinted for a moment, trying to place the familiar face. "Do I know you?" he asked. The other man smiled broadly and replied, "Yes, we've met here twice before." Suddenly, a flash of recognition lit up the businessman's eyes. "Wait a minute, you were the beggar, the one who offered me the flowers." The man laughed, a sound full of warmth and success. "Yes, that was me. But today, I run a successful flower business, and I'm traveling to another city to expand it." The businessman was completely stunned. "That's incredible. What changed? How did this happen?" The flower seller replied with a calm, confident smile. "That day you taught me a powerful truth. We only truly receive when we are willing to give. I realized I was never really a beggar. I was a businessman all along. I just had to see myself that way." The two men shook hands again, not as a beggar and a businessman, but as equals. Each walked away toward a different train, toward a different, brighter future. And this is the truth for you, too. Your life is shaped entirely by how you see yourself. If you believe you are small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your own inner potential, your own value, you can achieve greatness. Your thoughts create your reality. Change your thoughts, and you will change your future. If this story inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing stories. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and always believe in your own greatness.